so gross. Why would you do that? Hey, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Nobody's Happy Podcast. What's up, everybody? I'm here with George Anthony as well, comedian extraordinaire, and Josh Cabaza, comedian extraordinaire, who tried to bury me on Sunday, but I rejected it.
Oh, that's not what it was. Good time.
We did a show with Edward.
Yeah.
And Josh was going on before me, and then he just started, I guess, pulling out his A material to teach me a lesson about thinking that I could follow him.
I'm going to back up my boy and just say that's all new shit too, bro.
Yeah, most of it was.
And all praise due to the guy, you know what I'm saying? He was sweating a little bit, and I like the fact you can admit that. Because I was enjoying in the green room, like, oh, every time Josh said some outlandish shit, I was like, oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do.
Ladies,
Off the jump, right?
I was like, God damn.
But I was like, oh man, he's bombing, you know? Like, and then he goes, ladies, the size better. We ain't Chinese restaurant. We're both like, oh.
Because I was trying new stuff too, and I was so fucking nervous. I was like, what if I just not do this?
Fuck. I even tried to help you out too. I was like, bro, I'm gonna do like a little something just to cleanse your palate, bro. And I went up, I'm like, give it up, Josh is retarded, yada yada. Edward does special needs programs,
Yeah,
Josh got volunteer, blah, blah. And they were like, nah, the whole audience was like, no, we like that dude.
Yeah,
bro.
they were having none of it. They were like, we liked him. You're
I was
an
like,
asshole.
well, made this worse. We're all just everybody.
My job here is done.
Oh yeah, pass the ring.
It was fun. And then on Tuesday, George and I went to go do the storytelling for Texas Public Radio. I think they recorded that, right? Like
They
video.
sure did. It's on their segment or their show, Worth Repeating.
Worth repeating.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just tell stories. I got all like just on my whole life story condensed in 7 minutes, and then George went up there and just did his set.
Nah.
He just did stand up. I killed it.
I talk funny. You know what I mean? Nah, I that's a story, but it's funny. You know, it's not.
It's a punched up story. It was a ringer.
It's just.
Your story was on PEDs.
Yeah. You know, there's no evidence of that. I was never tested. The race is over. I don't know why it's even being brought up now.
Yeah,
You're not taking my medals.
That was a sample of the audio. We're gonna run it through some tests. It was fun though. I got pretty drunk.
Yeah.
I was nice. They had free beer. I just kept drinking.
Free beer, and they wanted us to stay to drink it.
Yeah, that was fucking nice.
Hey, we're gonna lock everything, but y'all want some more beer? Come inside. I'm like, we're trying to leave. We're locked. Okay.
And then yesterday,
Did the audience stay too?
No, they wanted out pretty fast.
Oh.
Yeah, because they were giving them free beer too.
Yeah, they were getting pretty sauced up too.
Free popcorn and free beer.
Oh,
And there was an intermission too, so
Oh yeah, that was right. It was, yeah.
so people
Yeah, we
just
went
had
up
more.
on the second show.
man,
with
everybody
the
was
drunks.
just farting on that show then with popcorn and IPAs.
Yeah, IPA farts.
I can't do IPAs, man.
I don't mind them.
It's disgusting.
It's just more powerful.
But you have to fight through that fucking awfulness.
That
though, like,
bitterness.
that bitterness, yeah.
I mean, after a while, you're like, no. After a while, it does start getting a very syrupy lining in my mouth. Where like drinking too much IPAs and dark beers.
Like there's wax coating in your mouth.
Yeah, something like that.
I've never drank it long enough to feel that, bro. This fucking gross. It's like drinking a sip out of my dad's beer when I was a kid. Like, oh, gross.
God, when did you first start going like I dig beers?
When I was about 15.
Really, that young?
Yeah.
But like, where you were getting it on the regular too?
Yeah, I was getting it. I was getting it on the regular. You know what I'm saying?
Getting on the reg.
I was on the reg, homie.
You didn't start with like Triple Black, Smirnoff, or
That was
something
for,
like
was for the ladies.
some Boone's Farms.
That was for the ladies.
MD 2020.
Yeah.
That was the only sissy drink that I drank. And MD 2020 will fuck you up.
Yeah, and it tasted gross,
Disgusting. And that's why you drink it, because you guys get it down real fast.
dude. Yeah.
No Alizé.
Start pounding it.
For the ladies.
Mm.
Yeah. I actually, the only liquor I could get when I was that age was tequila or brandy. El Presidente.
Oh, it's good.
It's fucking delicious. Smooth. It's so nice, dude.
First time I got introduced to chilled Patron, I think I got pretty blackout drunk that night.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
My cousin was like, wait till you have chilled Patron, man, if you've never had it.
Yeah.
And I was like, it tastes like water.
What's the first
2 hours later.
What's the first thing you threw up on?
I think it was Cuervo and Coke and mixed with Bud Lights. But that was when I first started drinking in the Army. I was like 21. And we went to a bowling alley. You know how bowling alleys in bases get? They get pretty rowdy. And we just went bowling, and it started innocently enough. And my friend Lynn just came up to me and was like, Sanchez, try this. And I was like, there's alcohol in this. and I never drank before, but no, after that, I had already had 3 deployments underneath me. I was like,
dude.
I was like, you know what? I think maybe I should get a drink. And I remember having actually a good time because I would bowl, right? And I would make a conscious thought in my head going like, oh, wow, I'm losing my motor skills very slowly.
Yeah.
And I would walk back to every time I would walk to the bathroom to go pee, I was like, this is fun. It's getting a little more difficult to walk straight.
Yeah.
And then eventually they were like, I guess everybody's like, Sanchez is drinking. Let's go to the tree house. I guess it was like off base and like where all the guys used to go to the bar. We went there. I took more shots of Cuervo.
Fuck.
Drank a little more, and then we went to a strip club.
Hell yeah. Bro, yes.
The first time ever going to a strip club, and I remember just walking around. It looked like a weird fun house of mirrors, but with like every turn there's a different little stage on the side or something. It was fucking weird.
Hell yeah.
And I just or at least that's what I remember because I was already fucking drunk by then.
He's in the bathroom.
and
So
I
many
was-
mirrors.
Is this a dude strip club? Y'all look like me.
They all look like me. No, dude, it was fucking fun. But then, I remember throwing up in my buddy's girlfriend's car.
Shit.
Yeah, on the way back, and
In the car? Damn.
yeah, I was like, "Stop! I'm gonna throw up."
And they didn't.
And no, they did.
Oh.
But as they were opening, I was like, "Buh." And they never let me forget about it, even after they got married and had kids.
Hey, remember this queer buddy threw up, Brownie? Go get the baby. We're going to tell them the story.
You would be like, you're like, Emily hasn't forgiven you for
shit.
throwing up in her car.
What's yours?
Mine was Old English, malt liquor.
Wow.
40 ounce.
So it like
But I
bubbled
threw
up.
up on everything, though.
Oh.
That was the motto. You drink till you throw up. Yeah.
Jesus.
That was the, I was heavy into the Hot Boys
Uh-huh.
and Big Timers. Remember them?
Yeah.
And the motto, drink till you throw up. That was the motto.
Wow.
That was the motto. Fuck YOLO. You know what I'm saying? You only live once. You die vomiting, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But that was the first. How old were you when you threw up? Like 15?
Yeah, I was like a little kid.
Damn. At least you guys drank like man drinks. I did Malibu and pineapple juice.
Yeah.
And my cousin was making them with ice in a blender, like, and I was like chugging those.
You were sipping on margaritas, basically.
And then I started pouring my own.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was like half Malibu.
Oh, hell
half
yeah.
Pineapple juice. That's what I thought the mix was. Because I didn't know you're supposed to do by shot or anything.
Right.
I thought it was a liqueur. You know what I mean? And I mixed it all up. And then I went
It's
outside
watered
and it
down.
was like a water hose when I threw up. Like someone putting their thumb on it.
Projectile.
Oh, yeah.
Projectile.
And my cousin, fucking asshole, calls everybody in the party outside to watch me throw up. And they're all laughing at first, but then when they see me open my mouth and just, they're all, oh, I'm going to throw up. And they went back inside.
I was lying about the malt liquor. I did throw up on malt liquor. That was the second time I threw up. The first time I threw up, I was 12 years old, and we stole a bottle of Jack Daniels from my parents' liquor cabinet.
Oh, shit.
Me, my brother, and my sister.
The 3 of you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit! So how old was your sister?
Like 10
damn.
or 11. Or I must have been like 13. My brother was 12. She was like 11. And we
Jesus.
filled it back up with tea.
Like nobody's gonna notice.
And they didn't notice it for like a year, dude, or till Christmas or some shit when they wanted to, and they poured it. My uncle was like, the fuck, this is tea. And my mom was like, Patrick and Georgie.
But by then the crime statute of
What are you gonna
limitations.
do? Yeah. I told my mom when I was like 20, me and my brother told my mom, I think I was like 20 years old. My brother was like 19,
Yeah.
that we used to steal her car at night and go joyriding. And one time I fucked up her clutch. And we had to push the car like fucking 3 blocks back to the house, and we pushed it back in the driveway and shit. Actually, there was a little hill, so we just rolled the car in and hit the brake, and we went in the house. And like 8 o'clock in the morning, my mom's like, "My car's fucked up." And the cool thing was that my uncle at the time had borrowed it.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and he had just returned it like that night or whatever the fuck, and she blamed him, and he's a mechanic too. So she's like, "What the fuck, Derek? You motherfucker! You gotta get over it right now." And he was like, "Fuck, I'm so sorry." He fucking drove all the way, left work, drove, and like your clutch is fucked up. I gotta take your car, and I swear to God, I didn't do it. Nah, you motherfucker, you fucking borrowed it. And then like years later, I was taking her car. I was like 12 years old. My brother was like 11, and so I'm 19 and we're 18. He's 18. We're drinking at the house, family house, and we're bringing up story. Hey, Patrick, remember that time we used to steal mom's car? He's like, "Oh, bitch, you fucking were driving." I used to borrow it. My mom's like, "What? It's like, yeah." And my brother goes, "Hey, remember that time you blamed Derek? That was us." She's like, "Oh my God, we don't even talk anymore." Fucking.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, that was like the fucking end of their relationship.
Fallout.
It was fucked. It was so fucked,
That's
dude.
crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Fuck.
What are you gonna do? I'm not getting spanked when I'm fucking 12. I'll take that beating when I'm 19.
Dude, one time I remember Marcella got a hit in her car, so they gave her a rental, and it was like a white Charger or Challenger or something like that.
Oh, nice.
And I remember I drove it out here one night to do the podcast, and then when I left later that night, I hit this puddle,
Oh shit.
and I just keep hearing, and I'm like, oh shit. And then I stopped. I got home and I looked underneath and I couldn't see anything. I was like, I'll just check it tomorrow. When I checked it the next day, it was a part of the panel underneath it had like I guess washed backwards and was just like. Brrr. And we told the company, and I was like, "Fuck, this is gonna be bad." And then they sent a guy like to go see what's up with it. And I guess somebody had tried to steal the. What are they called? Catalytic converter or some shit like that, because it was supposed to be bolted on, and it looked like somebody snapped one of the bolts off, and then later on, I saw something on the news where like man gets crushed to death trying to steal a catalytic converter, and I was like, "Fuck, man! When the fuck did somebody try to get into to that car that we had? That was a rental, and apparently it's a fucking thing. Like people go, I didn't even know." That there was a part called a catalytic converter.
Yeah. When they steal it, right, you'll know immediately because it doesn't do anything much to the car.
The guy said it'll sound like a truck or something.
It'll be loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you won't be going anywhere. It's fucking loud as shit. Some people take them off because they want their car to sound like it's a fast car too, like those little Hondas and shit.
Yeah.
But the ghetto dudes, like I grew up with these guys, like bro,
with the neon lights underneath.
Yes, and they're poorly attached and shit. The guy that has a house speaker as his fucking like I grew up with these guys, dude, and man, dude, they took off a actually he punched a hole in his fucking muffler with a screwdriver and just wiggle it around shit, and because he wanted that fucking loud sound. Yeah.
Oh,
fuck. And apparently they're doing it enough where people are getting fucking killed.
Shit.
wait. So you think that they tried to take it while you were here at my house?
No.
Oh shit.
I mean, they could have, but I don't think there would have been any way to find out unless I would have hit that puddle again. Because that's what actually made it
go down.
Visible. It made it go down. I think what happened was somebody tried to steal it at some point, but either somebody was coming or they ran out of time, and they only had enough time to like pull one bolt off.
maybe the guy was chubby and he couldn't fit all the way into the car. You know,
The car, it had to have been done inside their facilities because the car's like this fucking far off the ground, dude.
Yeah,
There's no way you can like get underneath there.
What if you rent it and then you take it to a shop and you take it off and you put it back? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the car sounded fine. It didn't sound like. Sounded pretty good actually.
Yeah, I was wondering why you had that car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a rental.
I was like, man, look at you, dude. So shit. Pushing that weight.
I don't. sometimes I think like going to Bastrop and coming back and not getting pulled over. I was like, man, there's one opportunity wasted of moving
Yeah.
tons of weed or drugs. I drive just fine.
Yeah. And it's not the cars that, you know, all flashy and shit, you know?
Yeah, and I was on my gross Scion.
Yeah, Kia
It's
Soul.
also the way you drive, too. Like,
I think a Kia Soul or Scion, something like that, would be the perfect thing to be.
Inconspicuous.
Yeah, you know, don't get a bright color. You know, maybe silver.
Yeah, gray like the one outside.
Exactly, just like that, and you can load up a lot of drugs in there, and you just put like maybe art around it, and it looks like funny little paintings, and so like, oh, he's must be an artist, and but you're moving
a bunch of, like bumper stickers on it.
Yeah.
That say, fuck peace, want death, or something. Or
No, it's like climate change.
yeah, but still a little bit of Republican. Like
no, it has to be. It have to,
like war is necessary, bumper stickers and shit.
Or
Did you ever have a dealer that sold both weed and coke?
I don't know.
Because they never mix.
No.
I noticed weed.
That was Edward. He's like, yeah. So I was going in to get some shit, and this crackhead came out. So I was going to the weed spot. I was like, no, dude, you went to the crackhead spot
To buy weed.
who happens to sell weed.
Yeah.
There's no crackheads at the weed spot. You're the lower drug here.
Yeah, it's like I went to like going to Best Buy and saying I went to the candy store because they have chips there.
I never, you know, back in the day, I never went to somebody I didn't know. I've never just like met somebody and I was like, you know, a customer or something. It was always like somebody I knew for years and years and years.
With weed, it's always been somebody I knew. With when I was doing coke, it was definitely I just knew a guy.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I don't know.
Yeah, and it was weird. Like sometimes if you don't buy coke from them, they would send me like a text like, "Yo, you good?" Kind of like remind me.
That's good business sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Advertisement.
I'd get my drugs from whoever I was having sex with at the time.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think that was more on them.
Ladies?
Like if you didn't go to them, maybe you got pinched or something. You know what I mean?
No,
No.
I don't think so. I think because it was definitely after, like if I was picking up every week or every few days, and then like 2 or 3 weeks went by, I would just get a message like, "Yo."
I would assume.
Yo,
the
are you dead or you gonna come back?
I would assume the clientele for different drugs is completely different, like the way you approach them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
In New York, I used to go buy weed from this lady. She was probably like in her early 40s, maybe, and she was like the chillest person ever. But she had all kinds of fucking weed. You go into her place and it had all the just like typical fucking lava lamp, weird lighting stuff. But she had like this whole like menu of stuff, and I think that's more indicative of weed sellers.
Have you seen what's that show called? It's on HBO. It's about kids doing drugs.
I don't know.
It's called something, man.
KOD, Kids on Drugs.
No. Fuck.
It's
Euphoria.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so, do you know Martha Kelly's on there?
No,
She plays.
I've never seen it.
She plays the exact same lady that you're talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's cool
Yeah,
as
yeah.
fuck. But she's a super villain though.
Oh, you know what? That lady kind of did resemble Martha Kelly.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Martha Kelly on this thing is a super villain, bro. But she's still Martha. Just so you know, if you don't return my money, I will have to hunt you down and sell you into sex trafficking. It's the principle of things. Okay, I'll see you later. Like, oh shit, Martha. Holy fuck, dude.
Jeez.
She has all these goons around her and shit. It's a
But she's
for
not
that
just,
alone.
she's not just selling weed, right? She's selling other
She
drugs.
is into everything and everybody. Yeah. On the show.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how she is in real life. You know? It's always been nice to me and it's very sweet, you know. Yeah. What so you started late everything, bro. Like what I guess religion held you back or something like that? Not held you back, but it stopped you, the guilt and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Man, that's so tripped out to me, man.
Yeah, just growing up in that religion.
Yeah.
So it, kind of takes a while for.
Yeah.
And I'm already a slow learner to begin with.
Really?
So it's like I had to first. I think it was when I did the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
It's something about like it just does a memory wipe or some kind of deprogramming. Put your maybe puts your mind at the default configuration when you're supposed to come into online, as they say.
Yeah. My first time I felt that awakening, it's like an awakening almost, right? Would you say? Like, oh shit, reality can be whatever I want type shit.
Yeah, something to that effect, yeah.
The first one I had was I was a kid and I did ecstasy. And when I coming down off of that, that's when I felt it. I'm like, oh fuck, like
Yeah.
the anxiety hit and everything, people don't, I don't know. It's like people do this and go to work, I don't know. It just kind of made me feel like I can do whatever I want. Oh, that's so scary, type of shit.
Yeah. Because at first, before that, I feel like just basically existing with not really having like any goals for sure of what I want to do, or not even like what do I want to do. It was always like it's religion telling you what to do, your parents, and then it's the army telling you what to do. And then when I got out, I was like, well, what the fuck? Now I had to like deal with what do I want to do. And basically, there's no more school. There's no more army. Nobody's gonna tell you what to do. Now you got to figure it out on your own and then do it. And I guess that's where I was kind of like not losing it, but kind of like going like, well, what the fuck do I do? Like being a security guard and shit. And then I don't know. Maybe that's why going to see my buddy and doing mushrooms in California, I was all for it because. The drive, like, remember we talking about the other podcast about like driving when you're driving by yourself. There's something like real fucking like calming.
Yeah.
I remember that drive all the way up to California, feeling like this is fucking awesome. I like this, just driving on the open road by myself, and then I get over there and I smoke weed for the first time and do mushrooms for the first time.
How old are you?
24, 23, 24. Maybe no, you know what? Like maybe like 25 actually.
You know
24,
why?
25.
That's okay. On the last podcast, you were talking about you fucking up your body, but you being resilient. You've only been fucking up your body since you were like in your mid 20s.
Yeah, that's why even into my early 30s, people would be like, "Man, you look so young." Like I was like, "Yeah, because I've technically only been drinking for a few years."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're catching up now.
I'm drinking hard, yeah, but
Yeah, catching up.
you're putting in the work.
yeah.
So that's what it is.
You don't have to catch up though.
You can stop this.
Oh no, I'm definitely I got to do some kind of like a 7-day challenge of
Detox.
yeah.
Yeah. You should go get your blood work done.
Nah, I'm good. Everything's as long as when I get a cut, it seals back up.
Ah, you're fine, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's good. Blood's working.
Ah, there you go.
It clocks.
I'm just saying, you're super yellow. You have jaundice.
Oh, I did drink. I did have quite a bit of drinky winkies this whole week. It's nice to take a day off.
You're a different person. We like you more on it. That I think that's the part that sucks for people that go hard in the paint,
What?
And not how we go hard in the paint, but like actual fucking like they've been addicts for years and years and years, and then they quit, and then everybody's like, I know I've seen my friend people I know going like, man, he was so much fun on drugs. Like even though I'm sober, I could talk to him.
But is it a religious thing or is it they're just sober? Because sometimes when they go sober, it's like everything and Jesus taught.
Sometimes it's court ordered, bro.
Oh, and then they're just miserable.
I don't know. No, sometimes they find other things to be
Obsessed about.
Yeah. My cousin, he was addicted to heroin, dude. And I didn't even see him when he was addicted to heroin. But yeah, he's had a very tough life, man. And he was addicted to heroin. You know, and I'm like, man, how the fuck? And he's cool now. Cool as fuck. So responsible as fuck, everything. And I'm like, how'd you get off of heroin, dude? He's like, you just gotta want to, man. And he got into the program, and he got he's not super religious, but he's very religious, you know.
He didn't get put in like a rehab center.
No, he did cold turkey on his own, and he started going to meetings on his own.
You can have a scare. But wait, is he completely sober? Like from everything?
No. I mean, he has a beer every now and then. You know, he does other stuff, I guess.
Because that
nothing hard though. Getting off
of Vicodin.
Yeah,
that was cold turkey.
You know, you can break out into seizures when you do that shit.
Yeah, and I was like speedballing it because I was taking Adderall in the morning, and then Vicodin throughout the day.
You were snowballing it.
I was snowballing it.
I heard alcohol is the. I don't know if it's the only one or the one substance where if you get off of it after being hammering them down, your body will fucking go into shock and it could fucking kill you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fucking crazy.
So heroin can't do that?
You've seen it?
During the pandemic, that's when I saw it the most. Like the 2 years of lockdown and people, you know, staying home and getting unemployment, you know, whatever the fuck. People were coming in left and right.
Because they were getting hammered during the lockdown?
Yes, they're just drinking all day.
And then as soon as everything opened up, they're like, oh, I got to get my shit together.
No, even during when they locked down, people were like just drinking all fucking. Some friends of ours got into that. You get seizures, vomiting. It's like your body
you're poisoning yourself.
But this is after stopping it.
Stopping, yes.
Yeah.
This is withdrawals. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they got to come into the hospital and go through it and to get fluids, all kinds of shit. Yeah. You see them all, and they had to pump their stomach and shit, you know. And
you don't just like
you're like scan out of your drink,
crack a quarters and be like, help him.
Go on the ground. He needs 20
cc's of Budweiser
of Coors Light.
Are the mountains blue?
Blue mountains, quick! We need blue mountains. We need the regular room temperature mountains.
Fuck. Well, I definitely got to.
Yeah, you figure if you could just like, because if you try to drink one beer, it's not gonna do anything. But if you like butt chug the beer, because one beer can get you fucked up, maybe that'll like counterbalance the effects.
Are you saying one beer butt chugged is the equivalent of what?
Of like getting drunk.
Of getting drunk?
Yeah.
You know why?
Because it bypasses your why?
So your large colon absorbs water. It absorbs liquid. It's water, really. It's supposed to be water. But right before your feces comes out of your anus and you push it through your rectum, in your large colon, it has these thing called
phalanges.
Something like that. Yeah, not phalanges, like phylembry, something like that.
Okay.
And they suck the water out, so you stay hydrated out of your shit.
Oh,
you know?
Okay.
Oh,
like one last before you go.
Yeah,
Let me get some water.
I don't think I have those.
The small colon takes out, you know, the nutrients and shit, you know, from the whatever the fuck, and it keeps going down. And right before you're supposed to shit, it sucks all the.
So as you're I guess upending the bottle into yourself, is it doing the bloop, 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 bloop?
Yeah,
like it's actually going in there and getting into your.
You've only seen Jackass like me. I mean, we don't really. I don't know.
No, I've seen. What is it called? 1,000 Ways to Die.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Where this lady, the husband, he couldn't drink. Like if he drank, he would throw up. Whatever they gave him would make him throw up, right? And it was court ordered. So got a bottle of brandy and put a tube in his ass and had his wife pour the whole bottle of brandy in it. And he got really drunk and then he died immediately after that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And the wife was like, and they were trying to get her on murder. Like, he told me I didn't know that would happen.
Those aren't real though. The 1,000 Ways to Die.
I wonder if you can pass a breathalyzer like that.
Some of those are real. Like the kids who smoked poison ivy. They lived in a trailer park and they're like smoking different stuff because they were trying to get high, like 15 years old. And
That is how early man got to weed. They just
And they-
tried
yeah.
it over.
So they smoked everything.
and they tried poison ivy. They didn't know it was poison ivy. They smoked it, and
Fucked up their
blisters
lungs.
formed in their lungs, and they couldn't breathe. They suffocated.
Oh my god!
They drowned in their
How
own
old were
lungs.
those kids?
Like 15.
And this is on 1,000 Ways to Die.
Oh,
So it was like reenacted.
Yeah.
with some clever fucking thing at the end.
Yeah.
I think the first people to enjoy marijuana, I think they were just burning shit, and they were like, "Ooh, man! Every time we burn this, it's fucking great." And then some guy was like, "I take it to the head." Like what? We can dance in the smoke. It's fine. Like no, bro. Put the smoke inside of you.
I think it's they see animals. They see animals eat it, or they see animals. You know what I mean? They're like, "Oh, this has effect on them. Let me try that shit." Like,
Or maybe they kept eating the same pig that would eat that plant, and they were like, "Yo, this pig gets you fucked up, bro." Like the first edible, and they're like, "Well, let's see what it's eating." You know?
Was weed in the Americas, or was that something that got brought over?
I thought it was in China first.
Was it?
No, it was.
I could have sworn in
in
Afghanistan or some shit.
Was it? No.
Well, why do they call it Kush? Like the Hindu Kush? That's a
I
region,
guess it's a
right?
strand. Yeah. I think
So I guess
it's
it grows some powerful shit out
in
there.
America. The Americas. Oh, like where did it originate? I don't know where
Right.
it originated, but I know we had some here in the
Central
Mexico.
Asia or Western China.
Asia.
Cannabis
The
is
use of cannabis.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
So 2800 BC.
but that's how is that improved? I mean, we have civilization that go back 5,000 years. The Mayans and the fucking Incas and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shit that wasn't recorded.
Yeah.
There's no like carving of some guy. Like,
And you know what's fucked up is that the motherfucking Spaniards came and they destroyed the culture. They destroyed all the history of it. We could have had a whole bunch of shit, dude.
we could have been rolling our enemies' heads down step pyramids.
That was only the shit that we could figure out. That was the obvious hieroglyphic. We're like, oh, he must have chopped his head off. Look at the blood.
It says there's no available data to show that the Egyptians smoked marijuana.
Come on, if they have the scents and the incense and shit, I'm sure they had a couple of joints.
Was ask if there was marijuana in the Americas pre-Columbus.
So it says here that Ramses did have contain traces of cannabis. Like, so I guess they used it as an oil, like a ceremonial
This
oil.
was what 1213 BCE.
And the other one was 2800
It's
BC.
no, his people smoked a blunt after he died, and they were ashing on the. We got Missy Ramses.
Yo, this one's for Ramses, bro, and they're all smoking their own, and they put one on his tombstone.
Oh, here we go. The Mayan religion emphasized using individuals as communications between the natural world and super. Well, no, that's not it.
No, I think the Aztecs were more into like let's
Tobacco.
let's go get see another dimension. Peyote.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Have you ever
peyote.
heard that? What they used to do is they take these bony like fish bones and then put it through their dick. The shamans when they're tripping, and when they take it out the blood, they'd smoke the blood, and the blood would make them have these hallucinations
Hell yeah.
when they were like chopping out hearts and shit.
How do you come up with that?
They're smoking dick blood.
Boredom.
Listen to me real carefully. This is gonna sound crazy.
They grew and so Mayans grew and consumed cannabis.
Oh, the Mayans.
Yeah.
And the people probably before the Mayans. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
The Toltecs.
Who were before the Mayans? The Toltecs?
The Toltecs.
Toltecs?
Yeah. The Toltecs. They're the ones that have those giant rock statues where people are like, they used to be black.
And these are the empires. Imagine all the little tribes and everything going on. I mean, we were the first ones.
The first ones for sure. No, the first ones to smoke it on a stoop.
That's fucking Colin? Yeah, it's so good.
Mexican smoking weed on the first stoop.
Yeah, everybody seems China. It's China.
It's not China.
It says here from USA
Nah, I
Today.
don't think so, dude.
China. Man, that's why.
Why do you think? I've always wondered this too. This might be inappropriate, but
What?
Why did they come out the way they came out? You know, like what happened on their side of the world that, you know,
That necessitated?
yeah, that necessitated like
It's where they live. It's climate.
was it sun?
It's the
A
climate.
lot of sun?
No, I'd say less sun.
Less sun?
Yeah.
But they're
Because Mexicans have sometimes have very dark eyelashes. Like, but I think that's
keep the
for
sun
the
out.
sun. Yeah.
yeah. But in the
My ancestors used to get a lot of sun. That's why my my eyebrows are so thick.
super dark.
Just working out in the fields.
My ancestors had so much sun that their forehead started coming over their eyes.
I want to know how much Neanderthal blood you have. I bet you it's like 10, 15%.
I bet you it's not anything.
He has Neanderthal blood.
More than
That's
80%
just-
of the people that
That's just for your ego.
that go on the I think no, I mean it's actually one of the things that the 23andMe said that I had the DNA of a power athlete.
There you go.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then underneath it says of course this would also depend on
If it's turned
your
on,
motivation and your exercise. So, you know, I basically wasted my powerful youth.
That 23andMe. Have you guys seen that shit on fucking Netflix? It's called Our Father.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. About
Fuck.
I had actually read about that like decades, no, not decades, but like years ago.
Yeah, years ago.
That guy had done that. The doctor.
It was in the news.
inseminating people, ladies. He was putting his own batter in there.
Yes, fresh. The dramatizations are so good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so good. They
Did
whoever
they just show him with his?
that actor that plays him on the oh shit.
What's it called again?
When he would come, he would go. His head would go back.
What's it called again?
And you see a silhouette in a chair, like go turn and go, and you're like, here he comes.
What the
Our
fuck?
Father. And so it's up to like 100 people that are already that he did this to. And he said, and so when they questioned him, like, how long have you been doing it? He said, well, I've been a doctor for 35 years. You know, he's like 8,000 maybe.
That is the ultimate like nature trying to find a way to pass its DNA and just doing whatever it takes.
So there's a theory about it. Well, you know the theory, right?
No, I don't. What do you mean?
He's a part of this church. And he has this famous quote that he always says, I knew you before you came out the womb, and I sent you to do my work, or whatever the fuck. And so he was trying to build his army of people, blonde hair, blue eye people that spread the word and yada yada. Because he's such a good person, he's doing the Lord's work by doing this, you know. And they all
So he
look
wanted
alike.
all his people to be like an army of Christians.
Well, yeah. He just wanted to plant because he's such a good person. He wants to put his seed out to everybody because he's so good that he could populate the world with his seed, you know.
I wonder if he like
I mean,
if it was all business, like I'm just doing this for the Lord, or it was like
His
"Ooh,
ego."
You?
Well, so they were like
Yeah.
they were like he must have still been aroused when he's doing that. That's not something you just do and you shut off, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And he comes and he's like, "You all dressed?" All right, and they show the thing, and they show him, you know, dramatization. Go, oh, right, and they show the cup he brings in. How you doing? And he does the thing. He's all, okay, go ahead and lean back, and he's all, like,
Yeah.
like the concentration face of like,
Man.
evil.
I
evil.
bet you his heart was really pumping the first time. Like, I can't believe I'm doing this. But by the 30th, it's like he really believed he was doing the Lord's work.
Yeah,
I don't even think he thought it was the Lord, or he was just like,
yeah, just like, eh. And the
Here we
thing
go.
is, some of the husbands would provide a sample, and he would just be like, nope, taking mine.
He would take it as a shot,
What?
and then
Yeah,
it
some of-
wasn't just ladies that wanted to have a.
No, yeah, it was a like a fertility clinic. So most of the people there were married.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and so they were getting artificially inseminated with their what they thought were their husbands. So the children of this man, you know, in other families, they would be like, I love my dad, and my dad's heartbroken over this, you know.
Oh fuck!
It's like, fuck, what? And this one guy was like, I always wonder, I don't look like anybody in my fucking family. Everybody's dark hair, dark eyes. He's like, I'm the ugly one in my family. And they show me he's like gorgeous, you know what I mean? And fucking, he blonde hair, blue eye, and both his parents are black and shit.
Was it was all white women that he would do this to?
No, yeah.
You think he's a little racist?
But white women, well, it's where they live, there's not, I don't think there's any, I think they could tell if it was, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's not that stupid.
Yeah, yeah. But not like Latino. Yeah, they were all, I guess, all
You
white
think he
women.
was like a little racist? Like, man, there's too many fucking brown people around here.
Yeah, too many dark hair. Yeah, I don't know. I use a lot of things. But to still be packing heat after 30 years, like on, like, this didn't happen like once a day probably.
Did
It
any of the
happened
kids
like 3
come
times
out
a day.
fucked up, like with like severe?
Yes, so that was part of it too, where he wouldn't even have passed if he was donating his sperm because he has like autoimmune disease.
Right.
They all have like heart problems, autoimmune diseases.
No.
Yeah, dude, yeah. I'm constantly sick all the time, and this because of this guy raped my mother, and I was like, whoa! And they couldn't prove it in court because they signed a release form saying that, yeah, go ahead and inseminate me, you know.
But nobody was born deformed or anything like that?
I mean, who knows? I don't know. I don't think so. Not on the documentary.
Jeez.
And so they couldn't get him in court. And so what they got him on finally was that he lied on paperwork.
Oh, so he's in jail.
No, he got out. The judge was like a part of his church. This guy's crooked as fuck.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Man.
And so he got a $500
Oh,
fine,
it's a small town, huh?
a commuted sentence, and got to walk out. And all of his children that were, at the time, it was like 60 children that were known. They were all in the court and all looked like him. And she was fucking crazy. And I guess, you know, like, well, look at them. They're happy. Look at them. They're alive. I did a good thing.
God.
Yeah.
What a conundrum. To
Why are
put
you
people
suing
in.
him? Because I was bored.
Yeah, yeah. Really?
Were they upset with him? The kids?
Everybody.
Everybody?
And it comes from 23andMe. So you take the test, you find out you got a match of DNA through all these people you don't fucking know. And then this lady who's like the first one that found out she wasn't her parents' child, she hits you up on the thing.
Really?
Yeah, she hits you up on the thing and is like, hey, what's up? Yeah, we're brother and sister or whatever the fuck, you know?
I think I have too much shit of my parents that I know. Like, oh, yeah, I definitely do that. Like when I see my dad doing these weird little mannerisms or whatever, I'm like, oh, yeah, I definitely do that. That's definitely the old man. Fucking downloaded half of him onto myself.
Fuck, so that's what I look like when I'm going to be doing that at his age.
Dude, I swear to God, one time I was on the subway in New York and I was heading back from the creek and I was like drunk and a little bit high, and then when I looked on the other side of the subway, the windows, like I caught my reflection and it looked like my dad was sitting there, and I was like, ugh, this fucking woke me right
Jesus. I would have called him immediately. Hey, Dad, where are you? What do you mean you're at the house? Which house? My house?
It's just another copy.
Yeah. That's how we keep going on. Instead of living forever, you make a copy of. Hopefully it improves.
And the whole perpetuation of the DNA, that strand that is your bloodline, it all gets perpetuated by your pee-pee getting hard, because your mind is constantly going like, there needs to be more of you. There needs to be more of you. You see a cat move really slow.
Do you have that voice in your head?
What?
That there needs to be more of you?
No, that is what your body does to.
I know that, but I'm like, do you
perpetuate
think
itself.
that, like, man, if I had the money or the means, I would have like hundreds or thousands of children?
I'd have a lot of kids.
That's what I feel. I'd have like,
Plenty of
I wouldn't know half of them.
yeah.
That's the thing, though. I wouldn't want to have so many that I can't spend time without stretching myself too thin and just going like, all right, 15 minutes. What do you got? Soccer game? Oh, how's that going? Blah, blah, blah. And then just move on to the next one.
2 at a time.
The two that are closest together.
No, I want them to where like there's like different. There's Josh, but then there's Josh 1, and then there's Josh 2.
You want like multiplicity.
Yeah, just
And then the special Josh.
Like
and
carbon
they're all
copies?
looking at, well, which one of us is special? And then you're the original is special. All my other cells are more successful than me. What the fuck?
And then the ones that are like become like athletic or very talented, those are like my favorite ones. Those are the ones I keep around me all the time. And the other ones I give like
They don't want to be around you though.
gift card. Yeah, they don't, but I force them.
What about the ones that are in porn?
I don't know those ones. Those aren't mine.
I don't watch them.
What?
I watch myself.
That's not yourself though. That's your
son.
child.
He came for me. Oh, I'm talking about Multiplicity. I'm not talking about my kid. What the fuck?
I'm not talking about Multiplicity.
Have you seen Multiplicity?
Yeah, with what's his name?
What are we talking about? Wait, you were talking about what the?
I was talking about the
Kids, Josh 1, Josh 2, you would name them that shit? Stupid as fuck.
Yeah, so I don't forget the names. I mean, if I got 1,000 kids, there's gonna be like 22 Joshes in there.
Josh 652100089.
I feel like the more kids you have, the more probability that there's going to be that one of them is not a cool customer. One of them might be just off and might be a bad person.
Definitely.
That's the one you love more.
No,
that's what I'm saying. That's what you got to have, like, maybe 5 or
The most? Yeah.
6, because I feel like that's already like, all right, what's your name again? And fucking trying to, like, be a dad, like, share wisdom and knowledge with them.
Oh yeah, I agree. Anything over 2,000 is gross.
What do you mean over
2,000
2,000
kids?
Yeah, like having that many kids.
I'm trying to build an army.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you have 2,000 kids, at least 1,000 of them are gonna fucking hate you.
Yeah, but I don't fuck with those 1,000. So that's all right. And it's not
I don't
like,
fuck with those 1,000.
and it's all right because they're like their mom, and I'm like, I didn't like your mom anyway, and they're all different moms. Too.
Josh 863. I fucking hate that kid, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Now this is this having all these thousands of kids. This all includes you mounting their, or is it artificial and you just sending your baby back?
Old fashioned. Like
You're mounting all of them.
Yes, all different mothers.
Do you think you fucked 1,000 times already?
No. Oh wait. Not 1,000 different people, 1,000 times. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Is it an award like getting 3,000 hits as a baseball player?
Do you not think?
500th episode.
Do you not think you've had
And we
sex?
play a clip of me having sex like on the first season. Damn, look at that. That's just awful graphics.
You don't. You don't think you've had sex 1,000 times?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. I probably hit
So
1,000.
should it be like a celebration?
And I'm like fucking Oliver Twist. I want some more.
What would you say your number? I would say it's over 10,000.
I don't know. I live every day. I don't know. I don't know.
Over 10,000. I would
I
say.
don't keep stats.
Scores.
It's not a score. It's not different. It's not different.
No, I meant
people you're
scores
having
as
sex
in
with.
tens.
Oh. Just as in,
That should be celebrated like an anniversary. Hey, babe, tonight's gonna be our 500th fuck.
That'd be weird. That'd be weird. 500 already? It's been 2 weeks. Oh, yeah.
No, that's her
That'd be
reaction.
weird.
Wow, has it been 2 weeks already?
Babe, we're coming up on our 600th fuck, babe. Oh, my God. This month has been so crazy.
I would say you hit 1,000 fucks in your first year and a half
Fucking?
of being with that person.
Mm.
You're just fucking all the time.
Yeah.
Or like you said earlier, her fellatio count. Is it? Is it?
Whoa, dude! You can't just say it like that.
Is she bottoming
like you said
out
earlier? Remember her fellatio account?
Well, no, not about my wife. That's not what I said. That is not what I said.
No, the royal her.
To be clear, yeah.
It's like, what happens? What was the question? Do women?
I know.
You said. Do women have? Do you think women have a?
No, he said
what?
they cap out.
Yeah.
Do they cap out?
I thought you meant like what you guys were talking about, that they only have a certain amount of dick sucking they can do. I was like they cap out. That's what I thought. I didn't. Yeah, that's what I thought you guys were talking
I
about.
was talking about, do they get like a sports injury, you know, from sucking dick? Like, I have degenerative disc disease because I've been sucking dick for 40 years, whatever, you know.
Oh, that one actress's husband got throat cancer from eating too much pussy.
Who is this?
Michael,
You know what I'm
something?
talking about? Yeah.
No, that you can't.
I think I'm pretty sure that's a
that's
myth,
just
dude.
a thing.
No,
Yeah.
she had like whatever.
Cervical cancer or something.
Yeah. No. Like HPV really bad.
Oh
And
shit.
so the HPV got in his throat. Yeah.
You can get cancer through HPV.
HPV isn't deadly to men though.
Well, I didn't say it was deadly to him. I didn't say he
Well,
got.
how can it be cancer if it's
Men
not
don't get
deadly?
cancer. We're carriers. We're not like participators or whatever.
I don't know. He got in his throat, or that's what he told his wife.
Michael Douglas.
No, it's not Michael Douglas.
I thought
Yeah,
it was-
it is Michael
It
Douglas.
is Michael Douglas, yeah.
Oh, okay.
From Captain Zeta.
No, that's not the one I was
Cancer
talking about.
Cancer puss.
This is not the one I was talking about.
Good old cancer puss over here.
Ugh.
Good old Thorny Rose.
Actually, it wasn't that bad. His voice all fucked up.
And I do it all over again.
My voice sounds like it's more pain. Take it to the kidney shop.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for.
Her cancer puss. God damn it. Don't tell her I call her cancer puss. She's
Hey,
so upset.
some pussy's poison. I remember my dad told me that.
Oh, fuck, dude.
He said that to you.
Get out of here with that shit. Mijo. Okay.
Poison.
Fuck. How do you know, Dad? You think you're the first family of it? Like, whoa.
That can mean many things. It doesn't mean VD necessarily. It could be it traps you in a horrible relationship.
That's not even a real thing.
What? Being trapped in a horrible
No, you can't
relationship?
be, no, you don't have to be trapped.
You know why you say that? Because you're the person they're trapped with in that horrible relationship
Yeah, you're not in
sometimes.
here with me.
Yeah.
I'm in here with you.
No, I'm not trapped here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
Exactly. Because I think we're
You're
all
trapped in here with me.
I think we're all agreed, right? You get trapped in a
Fuck no.
horrible relationship. It's like you don't know how to get out of it.
Yeah, because the sex will just keep it going.
Yes. So that again is poisonous pussy.
Right.
I bounce.
Your venomous dick. That's what
Well,
you
you
are.
know, you're the kind of guy that can. They're about to pour you another drink, and you're like, I've had enough.
Dude, what are you trying to do to me? Okay.
But I think you know the games that at a young age you're able to pick up on the games that people might play with you easily.
Damn,
Where-
when they'll play with me.
Where it's like I feel like in those relationships I would get stuck in a loop. Like I didn't know how it was like Groundhog
fuck
Day.
loop.
Yeah, and I'm like, how do I get out of this?
I've never been one for drama, bro. So I'll take a slap to the face, but you're leaving, or I'll call the police or something.
Okay, so when they say I'm not leaving and they keep showing up, or you live with them at the time, like what do you?
I threaten them. I don't know.
There we
Bitch,
go.
I will fuck you up. No, I mean, I don't know, man. Women just listen to me, I guess. I don't know.
I wonder why.
No. I've had people like call me and come by the house and all that shit, you know. But you don't answer the door. You keep ignoring them, yada yada, you know. Yeah, block them on everything.
Dude, I think that's why. When I was thinking the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, I was like, she must be like a crazy fuck.
Oh man, yeah, that's all I kept thinking too.
You know?
Looking at her horrible acting, fake crying, I'm like, oh, I bet you she fucking loves to get choked and shit.
Absolutely.
And she likes to make herself gag. You know what I mean?
And Johnny's like, fecal delivery. They're gonna get back together.
Fecal delivery.
You like that fecal delivery?
Okay, I got some Taco Bell. She said it wasn't it. Why? She said it was Taco Bell, right?
Yeah.
And I just thought the Taco Bell. Every time she would say this, she would look at the jury. Every single question, like, it was Taco Bell. It was a 7-layer nacho. When you ate this, you knew you were gonna shit. I did.
You know why? Because she's so like a non-human being that they probably told her, make sure you look at the, at the jury every once in a while. And she was just like, is this good? Is this how human beings react?
Johnny was so comfortable, but they said he was taking edibles and shit while he's like, and he's eating his jelly beans and he's like popping them like an edible, like wearing sunglasses in court. It's fucking great, dude. What I heard, and I saw the thing. Isn't it true that Johnny can't look you in the eyes? And she was like, yes. I'm kind of happy. It's like, isn't it true that he said you'll never ever see his eyes ever again in life? She goes, he did say that. He's an abuser. Isn't it true that he's not looked at you one time during this thing? I don't know. I don't look in his direction a lot, so I don't know.
Jesus.
To tell somebody that you'll never look in my eyes ever again.
Oh my God.
I bet you one thing that he's like cool with. He's like, I'm so glad I didn't have a baby with this bitch. Oh my God.
I don't think he has any kids, does he?
Yeah. With Moss.
The point is that he definitely doesn't.
Maybe he does have a baby with her. I thought
I don't think so.
Yeah, she has a baby.
She does. Maybe from another guy. Maybe from who's she been with?
They told all her business. They're like, so what's up with Elon? Nothing. And like, so what's up with James Franco? That way he's just a friend. Like,
he does have kids.
Is it true that Elon gave you an ATM? Yes, he did give me an ATM. Those are all his children?
Johnny, why did you and Amber Heard you guys seem pretty toxic? He's like, the pussy is off the chain. Like, he just got all real. Listen, that head game. Whoa, the head game is like pretty.
Who was it? Was it Christopher Wallace who said, if the head right, Biggie there?
If the head right, Biggie there every night.
Jesus. My beloved. Is that Amber Heard?
Yeah.
So that's real?
Yeah. Yep. That's definitely real.
Well,
she's pretty
dude,
good.
That's enough to keep Johnny in there getting his ass whooped every once in a while. He's like, yeah, every once in a while I take a right hook to the temple, but
Josh, I can't watch this with you.
Hey,
what time is it?
This isn't getting put on recorded, right?
Josh isn't even listening. He's just going down.
Josh is just looking at naked pictures of Amber Heard.
No,
Even for a minute.
Wasn't even doing it.
Me and Ro were talking and like, Josh isn't even here anymore. We look at the screen, just fucking naked pictures of Amber Heard.
Slowly rolling.
And I looked at his face, his mouth was like.
It was on a movie. I was watching movie pictures.
Oh, y'all still here?
Jesus Christ, you pervert.
I heard this on the desk. Like, ugh. Let me see it.
Weirdo.
Hard thumb.
All right, we shouldn't waste all the time, right? Well, how much time have we done? Is that good?
57.
57? That should be fine. You guys got anything coming up? I'm going to be in Austin this Friday. Well, tomorrow, I guess. This will come out tomorrow afternoon. And I'm going to the Velveeta Room to do a show with Chris Tellez.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Chris,
I'm going to be at the Velveeta Room trying out some new shit tomorrow, Friday. George, you got anything?
Yeah, I'm going to be at the Laugh Out Loud this weekend. My show's tonight, 2 shows on Friday and 2 shows on Saturday. Come out. I'm doing all new material one night, and then I'm going to do the same material the rest of the night. So pick your poison, bitch.
Josh?
Tonight I'll be at the Blind Tiger for the Glow Show, so come check that out.
Aww.
Tonight. Today's Thursday.
Friday.
Friday, my bad.
It's Friday. Anyway, yeah, come to that. May 27th, I will be in Austin at Rich's Art Gallery, and in June 7th or 9th, the second Thursday of the month, I'll be featuring for Pauly Shore. So go check those out at Laugh Out Loud.
Hell yeah, that's a fucking hot. Well, that's it for the show, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take it easy, everybody. Bye.